Bombay YouTube? It is Charles here, and today I'm going to talk about the new Rob Liefeld Youngblood from Image Comics. I am not too familiar with Youngblood or the lore universe that this takes place in. I actually got gifted a lot of comic books, 2 long boxes that I'm currently going through. Lots of Youngblood books and those from the 90s. So I was going to get into those a little bit before I got this, but I haven't quite sorted through those yet, and I figure I might as well get this while I can, and I do not regret it at all. First thing is it comes in a sealed package with a couple of cool accoutrements, if you will. We got a card here featuring Badrock, part of the Youngblood team. And it also comes with not only the player card, but its own board. So when you want to bag them, you have the Youngblood logo on the back of this custom board. So that's pretty cool. And for someone not being familiar with the lore, what this is, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers. I'll just give you a basic rundown of it. There are teases of other Spawn universe characters, namely Spawn and other characters here on the first page. And you meet the team when they're on the way to a mission on the West Coast. And you get introduced to the team, to the concept of Youngblood, what they are. It is not one character, it is a team of heroes. And in the second page here, you meet Badrock. You know, he says a little something. You meet Vogue, Die Hard, Chapel, and Shaft as they're on their way to this first confrontation. And in this battle off of the West Coast on this mega yacht, you get to meet these guys, see them in action against a formidable foe that, you know, it leaves with a cliffhanger. You don't know quite what's going to happen. Is everybody okay? Have they been defeated? What's going on? But to give you my thoughts on it, the story from somebody who's never got into this universe and not familiar with the Youngblood team, I really enjoyed it. There were a lot of technicalities and a lot of things that if you're not familiar with it, you will be lost on. But even though I did get lost in certain parts of it, it held my attention, and I really enjoyed it. One funny thing is there the humor in it, and it's not an insult, but it is kind of a funny critique. The humor in it is almost like a Facebook uncle type of humor. It feels like it's written by an older person that went on TikTok, saw some of the newest trends, and wanted to throw in as much TikTok culture into the dialogue as they could. And so you get a little bit of cheesy dad humor in this, but to me that just adds to the charm of it. And you know, I'm of that age group. I am not a young man. I am 47. Which is why my channel is called Old Nerd Reviews Wyoming, because I'm an old man in Wyoming. But it is funny to see that kind of disconnect between, you know, the youth culture and the writers of this book. And like I said, it's funny and it's kind of charming in a way. Art is gripping, and I know that Rob Liefeld is known for not being able to draw proportionally, you know, this and that, but the art is stellar. And the characters are big and bold and in proper, you know, yeah. There's really nothing out of sorts with the art. A lot of creative action. You know, you look at this fight scene, you get an overhead shot on this upper panel of, you know, this guy attacking sideways. I've never seen something like this before. in comic books. So the action is drawn very creatively. And it is written and drawn and inked by Rob Liefeld. So when people say that you can't draw people or it's all out of proportion, I'm not seeing it in this book. It was fun, it read fast, it gave you a lot of information, and I also assumed that you knew a lot of information. But if you didn't have that information, it didn't take away from the enjoyment of the book. So I highly suggest you get this in your collection. Youngblood, #1 by Rob Liefeld. This is the relaunch of it, 2025. Get it at your local comic book store. If you don't have a local comic book store, check out my friend Jeff at coffeeandacomic.com. He ships nationwide with great prices and complimentary coffee with every order. Or you can do what I do and order from Midtown Comics. They have easiest to use website, slightly lower prices, but the shipping is a little bit pricey if you want to get them promptly. But if you don't mind waiting, you can get a little bit less on the shipping. So I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned to the channel for more comic book and action figure content. I'm out.